Okay, this is a 300 kilometer flight that I took on June 17th, 2020. I was flying my LAC 17 with 18-meter wings. The task is defined as Start B up north to Flying Dutchman near Ocala. The southern task, southern turn point was Villa Charmar just south of Lake Wales, and then back to Start B. The skies were not that high when I started. I started about 12:30 in the morning. They were 32 to 3,500. I was forecasted to get up closer to 6,000 later in the day, so I figured I'd get an early start. And I'm going to go ahead and start this. Got off my tow at about 1900 and was able to climb up to cloud base about 3,000 right away. Just did a real quick start. No real streets. Going north, there were a lot of clouds, almost overdeveloped. I was able to just kind of pick and choose clouds in the right direction. The good news was pretty much every cloud that stopped at has some strong lift underneath it. So you see me kind of wandering around, just picking out clouds that looked interesting. I was flying in a flight band of about 3,500 down to about 2,800. And that worked very, very easily going north. I was able to get up to Flying Dutchman with no scares, and really thought it was going to be an easy day. And right about here, I'll go ahead and pause it. Right about here, things changed. The cloud structure to the east was completely different than to the west. There was some kind of a weather divide right between us here. The lift going down the east side of the task was much softer, much weaker. Cloud bases were about the same, but all of a sudden, where every cloud was working, now it was every second or even every third cloud. So you'll see me just continually, gradually getting lower. I stopped occasionally for some thermals and it just didn't work. So I just gradually was going lower and lower as the southern leg went on. So here we go. So I'm up around 4,000. Thought I was at a nice good altitude, and you see me just gradually working down closer to 2,000. Just nothing good. You see me really wandering around. Here I was able to work a thermal and get back up. Right around here, around Leesburg, is where things got really slow. I was really struggling to find some altitude. Actually considered landing out at Leesburg. I was dialing in the frequency when I ran into a thermal. Was able to work myself out of it and start heading further south down towards Seminole Lake, and at least some areas that I recognized. So I kind of had some spots that I knew there were typically some good thermals. Again, the lift was very weak, but at least the clouds were working now. I was able to kind of visually identify some good looking clouds that had some pretty strong thermals in them, and was able to stay closer to 4,000. As I got down here to Gore, I hit a good thermal just south of it, and got up high enough to where my computer told me I could go back to Zephyr Hills or continue on to Villa Charmar. And even though I was tired, I decided to make a run for it. Got real high here and was able to fly down to the turn point and back to where I found that thermal. The reason being there was nothing but blue in between these two spots. So made sure I got real high before I made that final turn. And then the same thing on the turn back to home. I got up to 6,000, and that gave me final glide back to Start B. Wanted to arrive at 2,000. That's my safety altitude at Start B to make sure I can get back to the field and do a normal pattern. And here I go. Entered and landed. So 200 miles. Fun day.